How's everybody doing today? Okay, today I'm going to shoot my full review of the Bluedio HT2 headphones. Now, before I get started talking about these guys here, I just wanted to commend Bluedio for what they include in the box. Now, out of the box with this guy, they include an aux cable, which is a pretty good aux cable that plugs into there, and a micro USB charging cable that plugs into that. And these are all, in my opinion, really good add-ons for the value of these headphones. The price we're going to talk about a little bit later, but I just wanted to commend them on that before I get started. So anyways, here we go, guys. So starting off, let's talk about the build quality and design of these guys. Now overall, I must say, now it's Hurricane Turbine 2. This is the second generation. Overall, I must say, I already reviewed the first generation. That is on my channel somewhere. I might throw that link in the description. But overall, let me stay on task. Let's talk about the build quality and design. Overall, the build quality on these guys, I would say, is great. And the design is very attractive and very appealing. But if I had one gripe about the design, and that would probably be the foldability of these headphones. Now, that looks pretty cool, and it looked really awesome in the packaging like that, but I'm just not feeling so confident about that. Now, when I go to fold them, this mechanism actually makes me feel a little bit scared, like I might break it, you know. And I feel like it kind of takes away from the rigidity of the headphones. And like while I was folding it, you can feel it as it comes down. It doesn't feel too firm. Now, when these are locked into place, it feels excellent. It feels good. But when I'm folding it down, I feel doubtful. So, in terms of build quality and design on that front, these kind of took a hit. But other than that, these are very solidly made. There's no creaking, there's no rattling. The buttons feel nice and tactile. All that good stuff. Now, moving on, let's talk about some core features in this guy. Now, this is Bluetooth. So you get all the wireless capabilities of Bluetooth. You can still make and receive phone calls, all that good stuff. And other features include you get the aux cable. So if your battery is running low, which I doubt will ever happen on these guys, you can still plug in via the aux cable and use it like regular headphones and make and receive voice calls via Bluetooth or via the aux cable. So there's that. Other than that, other features would probably be the overall portability of it, because it does fold. Even though I don't like the way it folds, it does make it more portable when it folds that way. So it's easier to put into things like a backpack, purse, you know, whatever. If you want to get a hard shell case for it, you can do that. So that's it. When it comes to overall features, those are the key features that I like to look at. And the overall battery life of the product. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Now, moving on, let's talk about sound quality and the volume in this guy. Now, guys, I think I said it before in my other review of the previous generation. These guys sound great. They sound great. There's a nice balanced sound to it. It gets nice and loud. There's just enough bass. It sounds great. Now, would I have liked it to sound a little bit better? Maybe just a touch. At high volumes, does it get distorted? I don't believe so, and I actually listen to these quite high. I think I gotta give my ears a break sometime in the near future, but I still have a lot of headphones to review, so we're gonna keep it going. So, I listen to these quite high, and it does not distort at high volumes, and it's still very crisp and clear. So, overall sound quality on these guys are great. Now, moving on, let's talk about the microphone in this guy, because it does have a microphone so you can make and receive voice calls. The overall voice quality of these was okay. Now, on instances where it worked perfectly and I was on a phone call, didn't have any issues. Every now and again there might have been a little bit of crackling while I was on the phone call, but is that a deal breaker for me? No, because it worked when I needed it to. I could still make a phone call without taking my phone out of my pocket or putting my phone to my head, and that's really a really solid feature to me when we're talking about Bluetooth headphones. It's like battery life and then that. So, you gotta have a good battery life and you gotta have a built-in microphone. Because if you're gonna be wireless, why not include that? So, overall, other than those few instances of crackliness, I would say the mic was good, and the overall call quality while connected to these was pretty good. So, moving on. Now let's talk about the steps to pair these guys. Now, I usually like to cover this because in some of my earlier videos I didn't cover it and people had some questions. So I'll cover this. Pretty much what you do is you're gonna make sure Bluetooth is on your device. As you can see here, I have an Android device and I have a Windows device. The steps are pretty much the same on either one of these. They just look a little different because of how the operating systems are set up. Now, I do believe I have my Bluetooth turned on here. You can see that little Bluetooth icon. Then, you want to power on the device. Now, this one's audible, so she'll let you know. I don't know if y'all heard that, but she let you know. She said power on, then it's on. Then you can see this little blue light flashing here. Now, when she's ready to pair, she's gonna go like that, and then it should turn red and blue, letting you know it's ready to pair. Now, I think it's still searching for the device that it was connected to, but let's go into Bluetooth here. Bluetooth's turned on. Let's see. Actually, let me turn it off here. Alright, and then we're gonna turn it on and hold. Sorry guys, I might have got a little messed up. Okay. Oh, okay. Because this wasn't set like that. Okay, let me power this back on now. Alright. Then we're going to search for devices. There it is. You can see it pairing. And there we go. It's paired. Sorry guys. We do have a little stutters sometimes. But that's pretty much it. Make sure your device is set to visible so the headphones can see it and it can see the headphones, and then you just make sure everything's on. Hit search for devices and you should be able to see it. Now, the reason why you see two Bluedios there, let me let that focus, is because I do have another set of Bluedio headphones, So there's two there. I actually, on some of my other devices, I had to rename that because I was getting confused. So, yeah. And you can actually rename that in Android. You can rename your Bluetooth device. In Windows, I believe you can do the same thing. But pretty much it's the same steps for the Windows device. So you just turn on Bluetooth. You go into settings. Make sure everything's on. And put this in pairing mode. And it should see it. Pretty much the same. It should pair up within seconds and you're good to go. Now, just wanted to cover that for you guys. Alright, so moving on. Let me power these off. Save some juice. Okay. Gave me that audible feedback. So, moving on. Now, let's talk about the range and the strength of the Bluetooth in this guy. So, overall range, I would probably have to say is about 10 meters or 33 feet. So I can go pretty far away from whatever device I'm connected to and still have connection and still be able to make phone calls and listen to music and things like that. So I would say that the overall strength is pretty good as well. It didn't get crackly or distorted. The further I got away from the device that I was connected to, it actually stayed pretty good and the quality is quite nice. So the strength and range, I would say, is pretty good. Now, moving on, let's talk about the durability of this device. Now, aside from what I mentioned earlier about the folding mechanism not making me feel so confident about it, the overall durability of this device is actually pretty good. Now, I haven't dropped these, but I'm pretty sure they can stand up to probably 1 or 2 drops, and they should be okay. Because like I'm saying, everything feels pretty solid and pretty firm. So I'm pretty sure if I drop them by accident, they should be okay. Don't quote me on that. Everybody's mileage may vary, so I might just get lucky. You might not be so lucky. It is what it is. I think they'll be okay. As a little bonus, I'll throw you the link to a good YouTuber. His name is Jay Williams. He actually did a review on these quite well, and I think he may have dropped his. So I'll throw that link in the description so you guys can see just how good the durability is on these. But I think it'll be okay. Now, moving on, let's talk about the charge times and overall battery life. Now, I've been using these. I'm pretty tired, guys. My ears hurt. I've been using these for about almost 2 weeks. A week and a half, give or take a few days. And believe it or not, guys, I am still on my first charge. Now, out of the box, the manufacturer quotes these at having up to 40 hours of battery life. And that's 40 hours of continuous music playback. Now, I don't have the user manual close by, but I don't know what the standby time is on that. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. And believe it or not, I'm still on my first charge. And I've been using these for about 3 hours a day, every day, for the last almost 2 weeks. And like I said, I'm still on my first charge. And just so you know, even though I can't really speak for it, when you plug this in, it should flash a red light, or it should stay solid, or it should flash a blue light. When it's done, it'll either the red light will turn blue, letting you know it's done, or the red light will go off, letting you know it's done. That's how you know it's fully charged. Just had to cover that. Can't really speak for it because I'm still on my first charge. Whew. Now, moving on. That pretty much covers the battery life. Moving on. Let's talk about some positives and negatives of this guy. And I'll give you guys the price and give y'all my final thoughts and recommendation. And we'll wrap it up. So, some positives. The overall look and design is very attractive. Other positives, the build quality is pretty good. The device, the overall unit itself, feels pretty firm. There's not really any rattling or creaking, so that's good. It's completely wireless, so you don't have to fight with any cables, and that's always a plus for me. You have a built-in mic, so you can take and make phone calls and do other Google commands, like OK Google, things of that nature. Other positives. The battery life on this is great. So you should have no issues getting this through at least a week on single charge. Now, again, don't quote me. Everybody's usage may vary. I listen to my headphones a lot. I have never gotten over, 4 hours of continuous use, or 6. I know I've done 6 before. But after doing 6 hours of continuous use, I'm not gonna lie, I had probably the worst headache ever. So now I kind of limit my usage to about 3 hours a day, maybe 3.5, depending on what I'm doing, whether I'm watching a movie or I feel like jamming out to music. So the battery life is solid. Now, other than that, let's talk about some negatives in this guy. The folding mechanism is probably the only negative I can see in this. The folding mechanism. Oh, and another positive would probably be the audible prompts. Instead of getting beep noises like you do on some other Bluetooth headphones, you get audible prompts. So she'll let you know, powered on, device is ready to pair, power off, device is connected. That's pretty cool. I just wanted to point that out as well, because that's pretty nice to have. Now, back to the negatives. Some negatives being, now, with these, I can only really find one, and that is the folding mechanism. Man, it scared me, y'all. It scared me. But other than that, I don't really see any negatives here. Now, I commend Bluedio for wanting to go with the nice little design and have it look stylish, but you may have been able to redo that mechanism a little bit better. But it is what it is. Is it a problem for me? No. Did it scare me? Yes, it did. So I have to talk about it. Now, moving on, let's talk about the price of this guy. Now, this one is a touch more expensive than the original, but just a touch. So I picked these up via Amazon, and just so y'all know, all links to where to purchase this will be in the video description. And I paid about $30 for these. Now, the originals, if you watch my original review, I can't remember the quoted price on that, but that has actually went down to about $25, give or take a few dollars, and that's with free shipping included. Now, if you pay for standard shipping or express shipping, it's going to be a little bit more. And guys, if you ask me, I would say to pay for the express shipping, because everybody hates waiting. You want your device and you want it now. So shell out the couple extra dollars and pay for the express shipping and get your device ever so faster. But if you can't, stick with the free shipping. You'll just have to wait. It'll be okay. But overall, I paid about $30 for this, give or take, because I paid for the express shipping. So that's what it is. And for the price, guys, I must say I am really happy with these. Really happy with these. And actually, I kind of want to go out and buy the older set again, so I can have the set. I have the first generation and these, and I think I might do that because I really enjoyed these, and it really made me want to just keep collecting Bluetooth headphones. And as y'all know, this is my favorite style of Bluetooth headphones over the air. So, some final thoughts. Would I recommend these? Yes. I mean, for the price, you're actually getting a lot more for the price. I mean, for 30 bucks, you're getting a pretty solid pair of headphones. They sound great. They get nice and loud. The battery life is excellent. You know, they have a nice foldable design that will scare the crap out of you if you care about your headphones. Because there was more than one instances where I thought I folded it too far and I thought I was about to break it, but it didn't break. Now, so would I recommend these? Yes. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. All links to where to purchase this will be in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up. That really does help. If you want to see more raw, uncut content like this, please subscribe by hitting this subscribe button down below so you'll get notified as soon as more videos become available. Also, if you know anybody looking for some really great devices or products at some really great prices, please go ahead and share with them my channel. I do all the grunt work for you guys, so you don't have to. All you have to do is flip through my videos, find something you like, click the links down below, and make the purchase. Click, click, boom, and it's on its way. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good day. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. As always, I keep forgetting to mention this. If you have any questions on anything that I did not cover, please leave me a comment. I do read all the comments. I try to respond back to questions as fast as possible. But that's about it. I need to stop leaving that out of my other videos. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.